Now I'll start with my fourth technique. This is my fourth card. I have used sprays again, the same sprays but a little different technique. So what I have done with this card is that I sprayed before now my stencil has some sprays which you can see. I turned it around and go and place it over. Press it gently. Easily try not moving it much while you're trying these techniques. You can see the beautiful background which has come. I'll heat dry it a little and my background is ready to use. So this technique can also be used when you have used the sprays for the earlier technique and you are left over with some sprays on your stencil. You can just take the stencil and go back and put it on a certain cardstock and then get this kind of background again. It doesn't look like that you have done this kind of trick. So it comes out really good. I have attached this die cut which I got it from craftyscrappers only. And my sweet and simple card, actually sweet and sassy. Okay, let's move on to my fifth technique. My fifth technique, in this one I have used some shadings with the distress ink only. I've used this Bandor ink. Now the arrows thing, this time I've tried putting my stencil in such a way that these arrows look, they create a pattern which says L. See, can you see the white sheet where it's looking all L, 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 the alphabet? So let's start with this technique. This one I really enjoyed doing. I'll show you what I did. Okay, I took a little ink and very slowly, gently, I just went over all over and did light distressing. Then what I did was on these two lines, I went over and did a little darker. It's easy, simple, and looks very different once you take out the stencil from the paper. So see, I have not put all the color, the darkening everywhere, just on these two portions. Let me remove and show you the result. Wow. You can see how nice it's looking. You can can take a little inspiration for my card. I have did little distressing here on the background again, and this stamp is from craftyscrappers only. I picked it from the LOTUS stamp set only. This one is a die cut, and this one this is a stamp which I have hand painted. Now let's move on to my 6th technique. The 6th card is a very different technique, and yes, I like it too. See my card. I'm liking the colors and everything in this card. Again, not too tricky. This one I'm using modeling paste along with the distress ink. Attach a stencil. Take a little color. I've taken this with a knife and see, I put it directly on the distress ink. I've got shades of color, the white and pinkish shade. I generally like putting this modeling paste through these spare cards, kind of credit card. You get them along with anything and everything actually. There's so many left over at home. It's easier to put with these ones. If you're fine with using the knife and all, you can try putting this paste with knife as well. See, the background is looking so pretty. Have a look. It has got a little shade of red from the last card. I am liking it. So this is my 6th card and 6th technique, which is with modeling paste. You can heat dry it or you can just leave it for air drying. It can dry after within 1 hour it dries perfectly. Modeling paste should be cleaned nicely and thoroughly from the stencil, otherwise stencils can go bad. The paste dries on it and then you will not be able to use it in the right way. I'm just wiping it right now, but otherwise I generally wash it with a little warm water and clean it up. Now I come to my last technique. So this is my last card and last technique where I have used these daubers kind of. These are from Lindy's only, but they are not sprays. These have a tip which are also daubers. So we'll be using these daubers for this particular technique. Okay, take the dauber, go in. They're super juicy, so you need to see how much you want. Sometimes there's a lot more which comes out. So you can see this red thing. If you want, you can use a brush as well. Slowly go over and either use a cloth or use a paper towel and wipe it a little before you take off the stencil from the paper. Otherwise everywhere you'll see those watermarks. Still you can see those, but you can also notice the pattern, which is perfectly, the weaving and everything is, you can see. So it comes out as more or less like a weaving pattern. These all techniques I've told you are fast enough, which should not take much time of yours. So for this one, I've just used simple die cuts which I got along with some ribbons, and the stamp I've already told you is from craftyscrappers LOTUS set with these embellishments. I'm done with this stencil techniques for today. I hope you liked it. I'll once again showcase all the cards together. I hope you liked the tutorial. Any queries, any feedback, suggestions, leave it below. We'll surely answer all the queries. I'm thankful to craftyscrappers for giving me this chance to explore their beautiful products. Thanks again. Bye for now.